Hey YouTube, it's Michael again, and it's been a while, but that's not what we're here for right now. I'll get into that here in just a little bit, but I thought that today we would go back to the place where this channel started, which is literally just the opposite wall from where I normally record my videos, and discuss my year in books in 2023. It's going to be a little scuffed, because I'm going to be looking at my computer. So if you see me doing this a lot, it's because I'm looking at my Goodreads. Alright, so as you can see, my year in books, I read 17 books in total, almost 7,000 pages read, and I had originally done a reading challenge of 6 books. So we can scroll down. My shortest book was Convenience Store Woman, which I did a review on. It was good. That's the short version. The longest book, of course, was The Toll, and you know that I did a reading vlog on that. So yeah, I started the year off reading Harry Potter. Apparently not a lot of people have also heard of Focus Forward. That was only presented to me through NetGalley. I was given an ARC through there, so yeah, highest rated, Fourth Wing, go figure. My first review was A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I did read that and review that prior to me starting this YouTube channel, but yeah, I gave it 3.5 rounded up. There were some issues that I had with it, but I also didn't know that it was a series. I thought, like, I knew it was, but I thought it was like 2 books and that was it, and I kind of was just like over the series, but then come to find out things really take off in the 3rd book. I had no idea, so not really super interested in continuing it as it stands now. Maybe in a future video or timeline or something I'll read the rest of the series, but it was fine. Yeah, I like Holly Jackson's writing, so it's all good. So yeah, here's the full 2023 books in review. Everything from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets to The Cruel Prince was all things that I read prior to starting the channel. And then, of course, we did Scythe, Thunderhead, The Toll, Legends and Lattes, Convenience Store Woman, Fourth Wing, Focus Forward, then Gideon and Harrow the Ninth. Everything really from Scythe down, except for Focus Forward, had a book review. Alright, so that was just a quick rundown. I'm going to continue to look over here, though, because there were a few things that I had written down. Alright, so welcome back. So let's take a look, or go back in time to the very first video on this channel where I did the self-introduction in 2023 TBR. I went ahead and re-watched that video, and I took note of which books I read, which books I didn't. The only book that I read fully was Legends and Lattes. Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, I'm gonna say I soft DNF'd it. I was trying to read it for Halloween for a video that didn't actually materialize, but I tried, and I don't know, man. Dark academia, I've learned the hard way, is not the genre for me. I did really poorly in college, and there's a whole thing about that, but yeah, come to find out. Not for me. So that's the only one that I started and didn't finish. The rest were Spice and Wolf Volume 5, King of Scars, Rule of Wolves, The Priory of the Orange Tree, Ruined Nation, and Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. None of those I opened, which on one hand is really disappointing because I had set a goal for myself and just deviated super hard off of it. But at the same time, I kind of just started reading books that I wanted to read and ones that captured my attention for however long they did. And I don't know, I think going forward, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. You know, let's zoom out even just a little bit further. And this year was hard. This year was so hard. My first year being a dad, starting a new job, starting the channel, getting the project car. There was just a bunch of stuff that happened that really takes away from whatever hobbies that I enjoy doing. It's not just reading, it's gaming, it's working on said project car. There's just a lot going on in my life currently, and a lot of it has to do with, you know, raising a kid, that by the time he goes to bed, I still have a couple hours until it's, time for me to go to bed. But I'm so exhausted that I have no energy or no drive or nothing to engage in my hobbies, and it freaking sucks. We'll see how things change there. I did recently finally get a diagnosis of ADHD, which your boy has suspected that he's had for a while, but I finally went to a doctor and a psychiatrist, but I finally went out there and got the official diagnosis. So now we're doing the whole medicine carousel, trying to find something that'll work for the old noodle. And that brings me to my channel as well. Like, I know I'm a tiny YouTube channel and that realistically the people that are watching me are people that know me, but for some reason I was just like, I get so like sucked into the numbers of this, and it's hard not to, honestly, whenever you're on social media or YouTube or anything, it's so hard to not just like look at the numbers and think like, what, am I doing something good? Am I doing something bad? How can I reach more people? But like, who cares? The first reading vlog and the big giant series where I did the Scythe series, that was, a really long video that took like a month to make. I was like trying really hard to do like the vlogger kind of thing. It's not for me. I just don't have the attention span to continue to record and all that stuff. So then I started just reading the books that I wanted to read, and I basically put out a video a month. I think that's just going to be how I do things from now on, is that I'm just going to try to come out with a book every couple of weeks. It's probably going to be a book a month until my life quiets down a little bit and maybe I can focus after work and all that. I'm working on it, I'm trying to be better. I'm just trying to be better. There's a lot about me that I don't really necessarily like. What I'm getting at is that I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to re-engage with my hobbies, especially whenever I'm tired and at the end of the day. I can play games or read a book or whatever instead of just wasting away on the couch until it's time for bed. So, it's hard because I've made that a habit to just sit on the couch and not do anything even remotely productive until it was time for bed. So breaking myself of that habit is a little difficult, but I'm doing the best I can, honestly. With that said, what's next year gonna look like? I bought lots of books. Lots of books this year. I actually saw a TikTok today that talked about bookworms versus book dragons, where bookworms just like consume all the books that they possibly can, and book dragons hoard books, and whether or not they're read is kind of irrelevant. And yeah, I'm realizing that I'm a book dragon. So we're trying to like merge it, maybe make it a bookworm. Get it? Anyway. Yeah, so I am currently recording and working on another video. I was trying to get that out like 2 weeks ago, but the holiday season and everything just wrecked me. We'll put it that way. I'm currently reading Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and I will then start up The Traveling Cat Chronicles based on my friend's recommendations to me, so keep an eye out for that one. I'm hoping to things are slowing down a little bit. I can finally read again, so I'm hoping to get those read and reviewed and talked about and edited and uploaded pretty quick. That being said, I book dragoned a lot, bought a bunch of books. Every day I peruse the deals on my Kindle, and I bought several books that way. I've got a couple of books that I need to finish for me before my Kindle Unlimited expires. But I am instigating a personal book buying ban for this year. The only way that I can get out of said book buying ban is if I read enough books to fill my bookshelf, one of my shelves, widthwise. Hey everyone, editing Michael here. I just wanted to clarify my point there. As I was editing this, I kind of rambled on and on, didn't really get to like the meat and potatoes, as it were, of this book buying ban. What I was getting at is that I want to read books measured by the width of their spines, and I want to read enough to fill up a normal sized bookshelf shelf. So that's how I'm going to be measuring it. I'm also going to be taking into account digital books. I'll just take their physical equivalent and apply that in. So the short version is I can't buy another book again until I read a bookshelf's worth of books, more or less measured by the spine. So just wanted to clarify that because I was really, really unclear in that clip that I've since cut out. So I just wanted to clarify that. So yeah, back to the video. That'll be interesting. That means I've got probably 2 bookshelves worth of books that I haven't read yet, so this will be pretty easy. I've just got to like sit my butt down and do it. So keep an eye out for that. You know, this year just in general was just a year of growth for me, emotionally, personally, socially, all of them, you know. But it was hard. It was a really, really difficult year. In like the best way possible. But I'm hoping to continue making books at my own kind of leisurely snail's pace. It's just, you know, something that I've realized about myself is that I take on these projects and it takes me forever to finish them. I like making YouTube videos and I like the editing process and I really do like, I'm gonna be real, I really do like seeing the numbers tick up. I don't know anybody who doesn't. Going back again one more time to the books that I didn't read this year that I said I wanted to in my self-intro. That was Spice and Wolf Volume 5, King of Scars, Rule of Wolves, The Priory of the Orange Tree, Ruined Nation, and Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. Those are priority 1. I've got lots of books that I do that I have bought this year that I do want to read that I'll sprinkle in, but you know, those are going to be priority 1. So yeah, that pretty much breaks down my 2023 year in review as far as books go. You know, I just want to say first and foremost that I'm very, very appreciative of every single person who took time out of their day to watch my videos, either at my behest or not. You know, like I said, most of the people that watch them generally know me in real life, but you know, there are several people that have subscribed and followed and everything that I don't know who you are. And I very much appreciate that you found my little book nook, as it were, and that you watch my videos. You know, it does mean a lot. You know, I'm not gonna make this a living. It's just something that I do as I can. But I have fun with it. I enjoy getting the feedback. Is the best way to put it. You know, I've had friends tell me that they've picked up the Scythe series because I talked about it. I've got people saying that looking at Gideon the Ninth and the Locked Tomb series, just based on my last video, and just that kind of stuff right there. That's what feels the best to me. From the bottom of my heart, I just want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day, out of your busy life to give this little dude a platform to talk about the books that he likes. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I really appreciate, again, just hanging out with me, letting me ramble, and listening and talking to me about what you like. I read 17 books this year. I think I'm just gonna shoot for 12. That's gonna be the Goodreads reading challenge for me personally, but I really want to break the 20 book barrier in a year, so we'll see what happens. I'm excited though, and I'm excited to take you guys on this journey. Self-reflection, self-discovery, and just getting better and enjoying a bunch of books. So without further ado, I'll let you guys go. But again, thank you for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking it out. And I will see you guys on the other side. Yeah. Bye.